Good morning. My name is Kola Adebisi Bolaniwa. You are all welcome to today's edition of Divine Pen Inspirational and Counseling Messages. Today mark today marks the first day of this week, that is the 4th of May 2020. I pray that the blessing of God, His mercy shall be upon every one of us. And I hope that you enjoy your weekend properly yesterday. I'm also greeting all the Muslim brothers and sisters for the continuous progress in their Ramadan fasting. May the blessings of God, His mercy be with every one of us in the name of the Almighty God. At the same time, I am also praying for the true salvation, deliverance from the Almighty God to us, the pandemic menace, that is COVID-19 coronavirus. May His protection be upon every one of us and our families. Today, I greet you all and welcome you back to today's edition of Divine Pen Inspirational and Counseling Messages with the topic Make a Choice and Change the Future. Make a choice and change the future. My brothers and sisters, before a right choice could be made, a good frame of mind and heart is needed. Before a right choice could be made, a well built up heart is needed. Two, a good frame of heart is needed. A right choice could not be made with unsettled heart. A right choice could not be made with a shaking mind. So that means for you to make a good future, for you to change your system of failure to the path of successful destination, there are two things that you must first treat well: your frame of heart and the system of your mind setting. If both of them are not treated well, there is no way you could make a right choice. And if you do not make a right choice, there is no way you could move forward. That is the only problem facing a lot of people in the world. Majority could not make a right choice because they have shaken hearts. Their minds are not settled. My brothers and sisters, what are the things that are worrying you in your heart? What are the problems that are shaking your mind? These are the obstacles that have been preventing you from having a right choice. And anybody that could not make a right choice could not make a better decision. And if a better decision is not made, you could not move forward in all what you are doing. So make a right choice and change a future. Make a right choice and change a future. Do you know what Abraham Lincoln said? He said, don't wait for opportunity, create it and make it. Do not wait for opportunity, create it and make it. And in economic stand, opportunity cost is an alternative forgone in order to achieve one alternative. What is shaking your heart? What is boggling your mind? You cannot make two choices at the same time. You cannot make three choices at the same time. You have to make one choice and move ahead. That means you leave one to choose another one. How do you make it? That is why you must have a good planning before making a choice. What is the planning that you need in order to make a good choice? It is what? It is called the scale of preference. A scale of preference is just a table made in an arrangement to choose our selective ones in order to select the one with priority interest at the appropriate time. And in choosing your scale of preference, before you draw the table, you must put some things into consideration. One, you make a scale of preference. Two, in your scale of preference, you arrange wants that are needed most. The third thing is that you choose according to the present wants. My brothers and sisters, viewers at home, check yourself, charge yourself. You are not where you are supposed to be. You are not where you are supposed to be today because you could not make a rational choice. And anybody that fails to make a rational choice could not make the right decisions. And if you could not make the right decisions, there is no way you could move forward. And if you could not make the right decision, there is no way to achieve your goal. Avoid allowing people to make decision for you. Look here, some people, if you want to take step, if they want to make decision, they will go somewhere else, charge people to advise them on what they want to do. You can charge people to advise you. You can make or tell people to advise you, but you personal on your own must have your own idea. If you collect idea somewhere else, you compare with your own idea so as to make the right decisions. Do you know what Nelson Mandela said when he was released immediately from the prison? When a lot of people went to him that he should come and contest for the post of the presidential election, Nelson Mandela paused for a while. After a few minutes, people were watching, looking. Some people they were eager for him to be the president of the South Africa. They were eagerly, they were waiting tensively. They wanted to hear what he would say. The pressmen were around. You know what Nelson Mandela said? Nelson Mandela said, decisions are the hardest thing to make, especially when it is choice, when it is a choice between where you should be and where you want to be. Make your choices reflect your hopes, not fears. My brothers and sisters, Nelson Mandela came out strongly and decided to contest for the election. He made his choices to reflect on his no, on his hope, not on fears. Why are you making your choices to reflect on your on the fears? It is only a fearless challenger that will win the best trophy in life. Some people could not make the right choices because of simple phobia. Some people are having phobia of being a failure. If you're having the phobia of being a failure, there is no way you can never make a rational choices. Don't forget, failure could be the beginning to make a better idea. But this time around, with perfect intelligence. Look at what Nelson Mandela did. He made his choices on his hope of assisting, on his hope of helping the citizens of his country. He did not make the choice on the fear. Had it been that he made the choice on the fear, he wouldn't have been the he wouldn't have been the president of South America. He wouldn't and being able to liberate them from what they have been facing. My brothers and sisters, the viewers at home, why are you still dilly dally in making the right decisions? Why are you still puzzling in making the right choice? Choose wisely and change a future. Choose wisely and change a future. Let me tell you a story. There was a king, very generous, helping people. He had three sons. The king grew up and is about to lay down his throne for one of the three sons. He couldn't know the next person. He wants to make the right choice and wants the wisest among the three of them. You know what he did? He called the three of them. He gave them $100. He asked them to go out for one year, and after a year, they should bring him a golden dog. The eldest of the brother, you know what he did? He went, he rented a house, and started lending people money. After a few years, he gave some amount of money to a goldsmith and told the goldsmith to build him a golden dog. A food? Is that what the father asked him to bring? No. The second brother, he started doing business. But at the end of the day, he lost his own money. He lost everything. But the youngest one, he rented an house with the poor people, people that did not have anything, assisting them. He started business, helping poor. They gather with him, and the business started growing, moving up. Things started to be. When they returned back after a year, the eldest one brought a fashioned golden dog built up by a goldsmith. The father laughed up because when they pushed the dog, it fell down and broke into pieces. The second one, he had lost all this money. He couldn't. But the third brother came with a lot of companions. People have been respecting him as a king. The poor, the masses. That made the king to make the right choice. You know what the king did? He drafted his own scale of preference. That is his own scale of preference. The scale of preference made him to make the right choice. My brothers and sisters, the viewers at home, you can only make a right choice when you have a good frame of heart and mind that will connect with your souls and avoid the action of phobia to make a choice. Believe in yourself and believe in your hope. May the blessing of God be with every one of us. As today is Monday, I'm charging you. Make the right choice and change the future. Make the right choice and change the future. It is only when you make the right choice that you could change the futures. That is today's edition of Divine Pen, Inspiration and Counseling Messages. May the blessing of God be with you, guide you, and to protect you. And don't forget that our seasonal inspirational book for the month of May is out. Your own copy will soon get to you. May God be with you, guide you, bless you until we meet tomorrow morning by 8 to 8:30. Good day, and bye bye.